We're at where are we? Longwood Junction. I think I called it Longford. Longwood Junction. We're on the Rushall Canal, just come off the Door End Canal. We're at the top of the Rushall Locks. That's the first lock there.
Which I'm not allowed to go and open yet because I have to record this first.
Such a hard life.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to go down to the bottom of the Rushall Locks. Then we're going to do the west end of the Tame Valley Canal to take us to Ocker Hill Junction, which is where we passed about 2 weeks ago when we were going up the Rushall Canal. It's like a three-way junction, so we've done the other two ways. So the little west bit is just to tick that off.
And then, if we've got time...
Oh, no, it's not time. We'll have time. It's if we've got energy.
If we've got energy, we'll spin around and come back.
And then there's the Perry Barr, the Perry Barr lock. So we probably won't go that far today, but we might.
That's our kind of reach goal.
Yeah.
And then it's onwards.
Yeah.
And out, finally, off the BCN.
Getting towards the end of the BCN.
Does it technically end when we hit Paisley Junction or when we hit Fradley Junction?
Paisley,
okay.
It's another beautiful sunny day in February, even though it's 8 a.m. It's like craziness.
Yeah, it's supposed to hit 18 to 20 degrees again today. It is definitely going wackadoodle in the northern hemisphere.
Yeah, 9 locks, let's go.
Yeah, so 2 very short, quick ones, right side by side, and then a couple of miles before.
Is it a couple of miles?
It's like 1.5 to 2 miles before the remaining 7. So I'm gonna go get these ones started.
Yeah, I'll get us ready.
All right.
So Michael's just walked ahead and found out that the pound above the bottom lock is empty, so we have to fill that. We made it through the empty pound. We're in the last lock now. We met the first boat that we've met in a while, just about to come up, and we were like, don't drop the lock, because we didn't want the water from the pound to come out. And then a guy from the CRT turned up. Apparently this pound drains all the time, so he was just here to keep an eye on it, because he has to keep an eye on it a lot. So, but the people that are coming up have come from Perry Barr area, and there was 2 empty pounds there. So we'll see what happens when we get there. to Perry Barr top lock, and we are moored. It feels like we're on a lock landing, but it does say 24-hour visitor mooring, so the lock landing is actually on that side.
Yeah. As are a shower, which hopefully works very well.
You know, we like a shower.
We do like showers.
And there's the top lock just behind us.
Yeah, first of 7 in a row, then another 5 over a few miles before we get to Salford Junction, where we passed months ago.
Yeah, back in like November or December.
On our way through Birmingham. So yeah, 13 locks. We have been warned ahead of time by somebody that actually the first boat we've seen in quite a while.
Well, it was the first moving boat, yeah, when we were coming down the whatever locks we came down today. Rushall Locks. We came down the Rushall Locks, and we
ran into the bottom lock, or like the lowest
pound.
The lowest pound of the locks, between, I guess it's 8 and 9.
Yeah.
Was very, very, very low. Water levels have just drained quite a bit.
Yeah, so we were in lock 8 waiting to go into lock 9, or waiting for that pound to fill up a bit. Then a boat turned up at the bottom, and the woman got up and went up to the gate that we had open for us. We were like, please don't shut the gate, because that's just going to steal water from this pound that's already empty. But luckily she was switched on and she spotted it, and she waited for us to come down. And the other thing is, if they'd come in and gone up, then we'd have been passing them in that pound, whereas we wanted just to go straight down the middle of that pound because it was so shallow.
So
and
luckily
then,
they all figured that out.
Yeah, they were switched on. And a CRT guy turned up just as just as she'd gone into it. And I was like, oh, have you heard the pound's empty? And he was like, it's always empty.
Yeah, he talked to me for a minute, because you went down to talk to the next boat.
Yeah.
And he was telling me that he'd seen us coming down and got it kitted up to walk down after us after having his tea, because well, I made that part up. But anyway, but yeah, he wandered down because he knew that this lock continuously drains. He was saying that the bottom gate of the bottom one hasn't been repaired in a very long time, and it's in really bad condition. Like I went to walk across, and I just put my foot on it, and the whole thing moved. And I was just like, nope,
maybe not
doing that.
So yeah, we'd sent a little bit of water down, and the pound that I sent it from dropped maybe half a foot. So I told the CRT guy that's what I'd done, and he was like, yeah, it looks like you know what you're doing. So
yeah,
that's cool. And then the boat we met at the bottom had come up the Perry Barr flight, and they were telling us about all the empty pounds that they'd found. I think there was 2, and they'd actually tried to go through one and got just stuck in the middle of it. So they had to call the CRT on Saturday, or the emergency number, because they were on the boat, kind of grounded. So we got to the junction, and we turned west and did the west end of the Tame Valley. I don't think I've ever seen such a straight canal. I mean, it had bends in it, but it was like a bend, then straight, then a bend, then straight. Yeah. And you can see, when it's like that, you can see all the bridges lined up in a row. It's really quite funny.
But it's kind of annoying for me, because they had it so that there were thin points, probably where there was toll.
Yeah, narrow part.
Yeah, trying to line up to get through each of these different kind of restrictions, and there's quite a bit of stuff under the water.
Oh gosh, so much. Even all the way up here we were hitting stuff.
Big stuff.
At one point, I think we were coming under a bridge, and I heard something, and then I just felt like the whole boat was going up.
I was lining up to go through a restriction, and you were just standing on the front, and I saw you wave something. And then all of a sudden we just went, and I'm like,
I did just wave something,
good.
and I was like, stop!
Yeah.
The whole boat just lifted, and then luckily we kind of came off to the side. And
we went down to
Ocker
Hill.
And the beginning part from Rushall Junction is really funny, because you're going along next to the M6, and so you're just on the same level as the motorway, and there's all these trucks and everything whizzing past.
Yeah,
it's really bizarre,
you're looking
isn't
at
it?
the lorries going past.
Coming back, this last bit, 1 minute you're high in the air, and then the next minute you're in a deep cutting, and it kept changing. It was really weird.
And we didn't smell the sewage facility.
No, we didn't actually.
That was, warned to us in our
10-year-old book.
Yeah. When they put sweet smells in kind of a quotes, I was like, ooh, this won't be good. But then it wasn't. There was nothing.
Were you disappointed?
Nope. No. I'm better off not having that.
So yeah, we stopped at Ocker Hill Junction and had lunch.
And that was good fun, because there was some kids walking along, firing like a pump action pellet gun at something across the water. I just noticed them doing it, and I'm like, oh, they're probably just being idiots and shooting at trees or ducks or whatever.
Yeah, and then when we set off, they were on the bridge shooting in the air, and I just thought, I'm going to film you because, not for the vlog or anything like that, but just because if they give us any trouble, then I've got it on video, because I kind of regretted not filming the boys in Walsall that were throwing rocks at us.
Yeah.
So we went under and I turned around and I stood up and I had the phone, and as soon as he spotted me, he like dropped, ducked down, and then he came back up with his hood like pulled down really tight so you couldn't recognise him. So that was quite funny.
It was a bit strange. At first I thought they were shooting at the pigeons that were flying around up there, but then I realised that just the way they're aiming, they're shooting at the high tension power lines. Whatever, they're just goofing off. And then the guy's standing there making like hand gestures and everything at me as we drive past. Yeah, and I'm just I'm like, you're trying to look manly while doing like multiple pumps of a pellet gun.
Quite an interesting section of canal.
It was a little bit daunting to hit so many things that you couldn't see.
Yeah, it was really murky.
You didn't give me any warning.
I couldn't see them because nothing was sticking out.
No, and just all of a sudden we're just shifting sideways and shifting sideways, and
And George didn't enjoy it because he was sat at the front with me, and obviously he hears all the noises. At one stage, he was actually literally sat in my lap, and he never does that, does he? And he was shaking. He didn't like it. Yeah, we're losing the light, so we're going to have to finish.
Yeah,
the sun's about to dip behind.
The sun's trying to use a bridge as a cookie cutter to make sure we have a shadow on our faces. So
yeah, tomorrow we have the choice of either just going down these locks and then going down, I don't know what that waterway is.
The Grand Union, the Sulphur Junction.
Yeah. So yeah, and then just disappearing down the Grand Union for 100 feet or so to moor there. But that possibly, I think it will involve reversing out. Yeah, or we carry on for a couple more hours. So we'll just have to see what the weather's like tomorrow and what our energy levels are like tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm voting for Star City because there's a movie theatre.
Well, I'm quite happy to moor there if there's mooring. I just don't want to go down there and back out and find out there's not a mooring there.
I won't push for it. I just,
I might insist that from there, that lock, I walk ahead and walk down there myself. Okay. And just see, because I just can't be bothered to go down there and then back out.
I'd be the one doing it.
Do you want to do it?
No.
So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you want notifications, hit the bell.
She always does that so much better than I do.
Oh, that's why.
Okay, done.
Good morning.
We are shorter today than usual.
Michael's looking cool, so
Oh yeah, I'm pulling on my full, kind of doing my Heisenberg thing again.
We're watching Breaking Bad in case you mentioned that.
I've got hair.
And you don't make crystal meth.
And I don't make crystal meth.
So we are at I don't. What?
Nothing.
I don't make crystal meth. Not that I know about. Look, you haven't got time to make crystal meth.
Uh-oh, car coming.
There's a wild running George. Anything else to say?
George has been rescued after leaving a paw print in his poop.
Anything else about today?
No, I mean, the pizza was lovely. Nice to see Ocker Hill Junction again.
Reminded me of cleaning our composting toilet on our anniversary.
They don't know about that.
I think.
Be quiet. There's no turning point.
See, what's the place called?
I can't remember. You gave me page 63. Wood Lane Bridge, but you're going with a C sound. Wood Lane Bridge was where you said we would.
No, it's right up. It's further up.
Well, that's what you were looking at on Google.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and further up is on page 3.
Book 3.
Or book 3, sorry. Yeah, so, no, that's the end of that one, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back to listening to Michael Cohen testify to U.S. Congress, which hopefully by the time you see this may have resulted in civil war. I don't know. Who knows?
I thought you were going to say impeachment. Straight, I thought you were going to say impeachment. You went straight for civil war.
No, I just want some sort of, like I like chaos. I'm the chaos bringer. Just.
Not the chaos bringer. Oh my god, I'm the chaos bringer. When have you ever brought chaos to anything? You're the organiser.
I bring chaos all the time.
You're the organiser.
Yeah, which is a way of bringing chaos to things that are disorganized, right? Just like all of a sudden everything's straight and normal, and all the little randomized things are sitting there going, "Oh my God, entropy has happened." I mean enthalpy.
I have to say our boat is a mess mainly because of the chaos you bring to it.
Exactly.